Hey folks, it's dinner time. So I have his super supper with kibble, and I guess we'll get this show on the road. Hey Scruffy, how you doing? So it's raining right now. So I don't know. Maybe he's not hungry. He's not coming to the door. It's also windy. Okay, well I'm gonna pick up the food and bring it out because I'm getting cold and letting all the warm air out of the house. Okay, we're opening the door. So I'm bringing out the food. Put it on the table. Okay, into the water now. Put the water on the chair. Close the door. And I'm gonna change your water, okay? So I'm gonna walk past you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out the old water. And it looks full. I don't think he's had any. He had very little. I think it's because of the rain. And putting the new water in. Okay, so I'm going to stand up and I'm going to sit in the chair now. And he hissed. And he hissed again. Wow, you're jumpy today. Let me get the glove on. Okay, I got the glove on. He's coming right for the glove. And I didn't do anything, dude. So I was just noticing his fur in that section looks a little funny, but it could just be because of the rain. So it's cooled down again. So I think, yeah, we've lost another 5 degrees or so. So we're starting to get into the high 30s, low 40s. So the forecast is now predicting a lot of rain for the next 5 days. I think we're getting a slight break tomorrow, but unfortunately it's going to be really windy tomorrow. So I mentioned last time some very big trees fell at the park because of the winds. So if I was hoping to go out, I probably shouldn't with the winds, because I'll probably get crushed by a tree. And then if I go out in the rain, I'll probably get struck by lightning or something. So I think I'm going to be homebound for most of the week, for the next 5 days anyway. So I didn't go out today because I knew there's going to be rain. I was hoping to use the barbecue tonight, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to. It's cold right now, and it's raining. So I was thinking I might do it tomorrow since we're just going to get wind and not supposed to get rain, but it's going to be cold again, and I don't know if I want cold and wind in during the barbecue either. So that's quite by ear. I was thinking I might do it today, but I was thinking maybe I'd do it a little bit earlier, but I got busy with other things, so that didn't happen. So I saw Scruffy a bunch of times today. So I have some video footage from today. So most of it was when he was on the table. So maybe I'll talk about it backwards, because yeah, later at the end of the day I didn't get the footage because I was lazy. I'll splice in the footage, I think probably when I feed him, since usually we're just looking at his back and he's not doing anything, so give you something more interesting to look at. But at the end of the day, yeah, he left the table. I missed the part where he jumped off. I did hear him. I think he meowed, and I'm not sure why. So I saw his tail on the deck. He was out of line of sight, so I couldn't actually see him except for his tail. I was looking for him because yeah, he wasn't on the table anymore. And he was making some meowing sound. I thought at first maybe it was like the cats in heat, but I think yeah, he was the only one out there as far as I could tell. And I've never seen him interact with any other cats. And I know he's been TNR'd, so he shouldn't be in heat. So he was on the ground level, and he was I can only see his tail. It looked like he was interacting with one of the cabinets or whatever I have on the deck. I cover all the platforms with sheets so they collect dust. And he was doing something. I couldn't see what, but yeah, he was meowing, I think. Then he stopped, and then he didn't resume, so I had no idea what he was doing. So my glove is falling off, so I gotta be careful. What was that? Why are you meowing? Is it because you're hungry? Okay. I don't know why he's meowing there. I think he's looking at the food. You hungry? He rubbed into me that time. It's probably hungry. We're getting pretty close to our time too, so. Okay, I think you want your food, right? You want your food? Okay, let's get your food, okay? Woo! And that was the side kibble. Shoot. So he's going to get a bonus dinner tonight. So I'm going to brush you. Sorry for the lighting, but yeah. I don't like you hissing. Well, if it's going to be like that, I think I'm going to pick up the kibble. So I got to take off the glove. So anyway, yeah, I saw him. Thought he was meowing. And then he took off. And then he went around the alleyway. And there's, you know, where my pull-up bar is, basically. And, yeah, so I opened the blinds to another window where I could see him. And, yeah, he was camping out on one of the mats I have there. And he just started grooming himself. And, kind of made himself at home, so he was sniffing around all the equipment and kind of the junk I have on the deck. And yeah, there's a chair there. He put his paws up on the chair and looked like he was checking out the chair. But it's been there forever, so you know, he didn't scratch it or anything. Okay, so yeah, I picked up most of the spilled kibble, so he's gonna have to eat from the bowl. Grab the brush. And so yeah, he was. I don't think he saw me. We couldn't see through the blinds and the screen door. So yeah, he was just basically grooming himself. He's actually pretty flexible, so I don't think he has arthritis problems with age or anything. At least not enough to stop him from grooming himself. So his fur isn't tangled or anything, so and that frizzly area I was looking at, I think it's okay. I think it's just frizzly. It's probably the humidity or rain or something. That's right, you better not hiss, because I'm going to hiss back. So I'm going to flip the brush over. So I think we're, actually now I lost track. Are we 5 months now? Yeah, I think we're very close to 5 months, or 5 months or so. So the fact that, yeah, he's still hissing at me, and he still has an attitude problem, he still scratches me, he doesn't trust me. Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated still. Yeah, we've been making some progress, but yeah, when he pulls, you know, that hissing I saw, you know, just a few minutes ago, or when he scratches me, like, you know, the other night. not enthusiastic about cutting him any more slack. Because, yeah, this project continues to feel ultimately doomed. But I probably will buy him more cat food. And we'll keep going for now. I haven't lost all hope yet. Because the fact is, yeah, we have been improving slowly. But, yeah, I'm just frustrated that, 5 months in, and we're, I'd say, still pretty bad off. I see YouTube videos all the times of stray cats, and the moment you meet them, people are petting them and playing with them, and they're meowing, and the person doesn't have to worry about getting scratched, getting bit. And here I am 5 months later, and I have to wear a big glove because he will injure me, and he won't come a lot of times unless I have food, and only at mealtime. Can't come at any time of the day and offer him food like this. Even though he's been getting a lot of good meals for 5 months now, and his fur looks great. Got rid of his fleas and ticks. It's probably way healthier than when we started. But he has no self-awareness. So I'm done brushing. So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah. So earlier today, probably morning, noon, he was on the table, on the blue blanket, not in the box next to it, basically sleeping. And I caught a lot of footage of him basically sleeping. I'm guessing because it was because of the rain, he wouldn't be on the table. He saw me, I think, at a couple points, and he, I don't think, cared initially. Though later on it was interesting. So later on I caught some footage of him, and he saw me and then kind of looked at me for a while. I was trying to blink, so because he was on alert, it looked like. And then eventually he, I think, settled down, and he looked like he was going to sleep, but his eyes remained open. And so I think he was sleeping with his eyes open, and I'm curious if he was actually, if he has enough awareness to like see me, and if I tried something he would react, or if he's just sleeping with his eyes open and he doesn't actually like see me because he's sleeping. But yeah, he basically did that for a while. So I don't really know if he was sleeping or if he was just laying there watching me with his eyes open, trying to sleep. But I looked it up, and apparently cats can sleep with their eyes open. Most people seem to say it was more a kitten thing, but I also did read something that older cats also may do this more often. I couldn't find whether this is a survival tactic or not, so I don't know if in the wild do they sleep with eyes open so they can actually detect predators or something coming at them even when they're sleeping. I have no idea. I didn't find that information. And then I think later on, shortly after, he stood up, so it looked like he woke up, or just got up, and started grooming himself even more. And I think I continued to watch him, and he may have watched me. And then I think I got bored and finally left. But he spent a lot of time on the table this early afternoon. And then finally he disappeared, I think, kind of mid-afternoon, and that's when I heard the meowing and was looking for him. And then he went around to the alleyway and did more grooming. Oh yeah, he was doing a lot of grooming on the table. So yeah, it may have caught some of his flexibility. Actually, no, I think he was doing his forearms. When he was on the alley, he was doing his back legs. But yeah, he kept grooming the same arms over and over and over again. So since he didn't come to the door at dinner immediately, I was wondering maybe he found a rodent or something, had a snack. But the fact that he started meowing at the table at the end of petting, I think maybe he's hungry. So. Of course, then we got all a whack when I spilled the kibble. So I just removed the golf ball there. So there's more under the golf ball. Has it been really 5 months? I can't believe it. Jeez. How depressing. So, I think I started a diet, let's see, 2.5 months ago. So in hindsight, I should have started at the same time as I started feeding Scruffy here. It's make it easier to count. So as I said yesterday, I'm a little frustrated because I plateaued. I'm going to figure out a way to break through the plateau. So I think a couple weeks ago, I just seemed to stop losing weight, and then it seemed to resume again, but it was kind of very small numbers, and then it's been like on and off. So it would be a tiny number, and then kind of off, or I gained back a little tiny number. So it's basically been kind of in a holding pattern. I haven't really gone anywhere the past few weeks. So I'm frustrated with that. So I've been eating mostly vegetables recently, and hoping that it helps me lose weight and keeps me full feeling, because one of the problems is I'm always feeling hungry. So yeah, a long time ago I tried calorie counting, and it actually does work, but I was always hungry because you eat a little tiny dense thing and you're always storming off. He's mad. You eat a tiny dense thing, meet your calorie requirement, you're still hungry. So I'm gonna put the brush down and I'm gonna pick up the balls because there's a little bit of food under the golf ball still. Let's see what he does. So yeah, usually he's been storming off, but it also hasn't been raining, so. So I guess, yeah, he doesn't want to storm off exactly right now. Feels he'd be walking into the rain. So maybe I'm going to storm off. So I'm not terribly happy with Scruffy's performance tonight. In fact, I'm a little bitter and angry. So I'm not sure how I should deal with it. So I don't regret hissing. So I think you deserve that, and I think I need to be doing that. And I need to be doing that more consistently. Because I think it actually, based on our past history, I think it's actually worked with him. because nothing else has. Yeah, I've been patient for 5 months here. And honestly, I think I've seen more progress when I hiss than when I don't. So, carrot stick approach. So carrots by themselves aren't working. So positive and negative feedback. Yeah, I was thinking of giving him some extra food tonight. Just but yeah, I won't. Not after what happened tonight. Because I still have some chicken that I froze from a couple weeks ago. So yeah, one thing about the table I've been hoping to see is I want to see how he gets on the table. But yeah, I keep missing that event because I'm curious if he's able to jump all the way up the table or if he's jumping on something else to get on the table, and how much damage he does when he gets onto the table. I have seen him jump off once, maybe twice, so I have at least seen that. It's not very graceful. But I wouldn't mind seeing him do it again. And I was actually thinking when I heard the meowing, I was wondering, did he jump off the table and hurt himself? Because when I saw him jump off the table, I remember it wasn't very graceful. So I don't know why he's hiding behind that pole. Is he still angry because I hissed at him? He's kind of a diva. Because he hissed at me first. So I'm sitting back in the chair now. So I think I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. So my hands are getting numb. I think the temperature's in the low 40s right now. So I have the animal glove on one hand, but my camera hand is exposed, and so I'm feeling the cold. Hands feeling some numbness and some cold pain. So we're about 29 minutes, so it's probably good to wrap it up around 30. So I think he's just gonna keep grooming himself. Usually when I move the balls around, he'll check out the food, see if there's any more in there. Maybe when he's hungry. He's probably not hungry enough to try it one more time. You might be hoping I'm going to give him that side kibble. Maybe that's why he's hanging out there. But I'm not going to. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So anyway, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye.